All right, so I loaded up my kayak, got it set over here down in the boat ramp. I'm at Oak Harbor boat ramp in the Jacksonville area, Jacksonville Beaches, Mayport, Atlantic Beach area, whatever you want to call it. You can see maybe see my rods over there. And it started raining. So I'm sitting in the truck waiting it out. I just pulled up the weather radar and it doesn't look like anything too bad. But right there, I live in the Jacksonville area, Northeast Florida area. And there's a lot of rain moving in off the ocean. It wasn't raining all this morning when I loaded the kayak. It was pretty. Took my kids to school and it started clouding up a little bit. And now it's raining. So I'm gonna hang tight for a little while and see what happens. Just sit in the truck. I guess I'm a little bit of a wuss. I don't want to fish in the rain, even though there's no lightning or anything. And there are boats putting in, and hopefully they see my kayak. I got it pulled over to the side. They don't hit it. They're doing a pretty decent job of backing up. This ramp can hold 2 boats. It's kind of small. 2 small boats side by side, but we shall see. Fingers crossed rain lets up here really soon, because I really want to take this kayak out. It's my new kayak and I really haven't had a chance to fish it. So anyhow, fingers are crossed and I'm gonna wait it out for a little bit. All right, so I'm going for it. The ramp's behind me. Head up this way down the main stretch here. One thing I freaking forgot was my paddle. I know it's a huge no-no to go out without a paddle. So, hope for the weather. It's not too bad. I feel pretty confident I'm gonna get wet. But, man, I got a new kayak. I took it out in the water. It's my day off. So, all right, let's see if I can't pull up some fish on this new yak. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is I bought some live shrimp. And I just put them on ice. And I'm gonna troll them. Troll one on a jig head. Get out of these weeds here and get my jig head back. All right. And this right here is one of my favorite creeks. This is Cemetery Creek. So I'm gonna pinch the tail off. Just kind of go up through here. And this is kind of a heavier jig head than I would like to use. I think it's a 3/8. I like a 1/4 ounce jig head. But trolling is a good way to locate fish. And I do have a couple spots up in here that I have caught fish at, but I got a high incoming tide. And I'm just gonna kind of go with the current a little bit. If you're gonna troll any kind of bait, you should always go with the current. So let me get up in here a little bit and I'll put out this shrimp. Just had a bite. There he goes, something little. Let's see if he's on there. He's on there. Oh yeah, he might not be as little as I thought. What do we got here? Taking me to the deep water. What do we have? Staying deep. Don't be a stingray. Ooh. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, dang. My March enemy catfish. That's a huge bummer. All right, let me get the sucker off. All right, not being super pumped on that catfish on the fresh shrimp. I'm gonna change to my my favorite soft bait for sure. These 4-inch gulp swimming minnows. So I'm gonna take that, throw this on here. Just throw this under here. Cast this around a bit. I'm almost to the spot I really want to try. And I'll throw shrimp back on my other rod. See what happens here. So, all right. So I got about 50 yards to throw this guy. All right. I don't know if I did the best job of putting him on there. Nope. Oh well, it'll work. Let's start slinging it. So I'm kind of loving this drift here. I mean, there's no wind pushing me against a side or not, one side of the bank or not. It's kind of overcast. It's nice and cool right now. My biggest fear is because there's no wind is the no-see-ums. They can be really bad in this area. I see a lot of bait over there, so I'm trying to get a little closer over there and throw up in there. Maybe there's something there. All right, I don't know how good the GoPro will show up, but there's a special type of I'll call it foliage growth. You see these that little, it's got short leaf. It's not long like the grass. It's more of almost a bush look. Wherever you see that grow here in Northeast Florida on a creek, that pretty much always means there's a shell bar, like a hard shell, not like an oyster shell, you know, live oyster shells, but a shell bank. So I don't want to go. I'd get closer to get you a better look at it, but I don't want to. That's where I'm hoping my fish are going to be, right there. So I got this incoming current. I'm going to try to put my anchor pole a little bit down current and throw up to it so my baits look more natural coming in. So that's my goal. But if you're ever in a high tide place and you see that kind of stuff and you've never fished an area before, stop and give a spot like that a little bit of time. I'm not promising I'm gonna catch fish right now. Hell, I'm getting rained on big time. So, but anyhow, I'm gonna give it a shot. I've caught a ton of fish here over the years. It's one of my favorite places of all time to fish. All right, let me get all situated here. All right, so who knows, my lens can be stupid wet right now, but I'm basically just gonna run this shrimp, one of my fresh dead live shrimp, through there. And my spot's right up here to the left of this little grass. I don't know if you can see the green grass or bushy stuff that I was talking about, but there's some up over there. I'm just gonna throw up current and just let it walk back and see what I can't do. But that's about right where I want to throw it. It's kind of where it starts, and it kind of comes back this way. I've fished, like I said, I've fished this spot a ton. Oh, I'm already getting tapped. Could be a pinfish or something, but something already tapped me there. I don't know how well this is gonna show with the rain. I've never GoPro'd in the rain. Something tapped it. It wasn't much. Oh, there you go. There's a little bite. Come on. I'll take a rat red or anything. No pinfish. I'm not really set up to catch pinfish. But I would like the Benderata. I'm not happy my first fish on this kayak was a catfish, but that's pretty standard for me. That seems to be my go-to fish. One of them, for sure. So you can tell there's little shell bars there, by the way, my rod tip. Just kind of walk it over that. All right, if I have anything left. But they'll bite all the way up to about where I'm at. All right, I'll get back. I'll turn the camera back on if I hook something up. I'm on. I don't know what my camera's doing here, but I'm on. I got that bite. Come on, little rat red. Don't be Mr. Catfish. It's definitely fighting better than a catfish. Let's see what we got here. I have no idea if it's coming out. My lens could be covered in raindrops. Ooh, okay, he knows he's close by. All right, what do we got here? Oh, it's a bigger catfish. Might even be a sailfin. All right, no more shrimp. I'm not about to sit here and catch catfish. Dadgum. It's not how you're supposed to start your first day, real fishing day on your new yak. All right, let me get that guy off. All right, 2 catfishes, too many. So I'm gonna start throwing this thing as I kind of sit deeper into this creek here. It's raining hard now on me. I don't know how much more I'll take of this. I mean, it's not bad. Not preferred, but keeping the bugs away. But God, look at the rain. It's raining hard. Probably be this way all day. If I catch one good fish, it'll be all worth it. Completely worth it. I'm gonna sneak up in this creek a little bit. I think there, if my memory's correct, it's been a while since I've been down this creek. There's a shell bar down on the left-hand side of it. That may hold some fish. Never know. This is, I don't know if I've already said it. The rain's letting up a little bit. High incoming is just, I struggle with the high incoming. Oops, that was one of the best casts. Catching fish, it's just a huge struggle for me. I like the low I was going first, the incoming. That's where I like to fish. All right, let's throw a bunch more. All right, so I may have a little trout bite right here at the mouth of this creek. I just caught one, and of course, with the rain and everything, I couldn't get the GoPro. The GoPro was acting up, but on my second cast here, I just had another hit. Let's just see here. Now the camera's rolling, I probably won't get a hit, but I just had a hit. All right, I'm finally hooked up again. I'm thinking little trout, and I'm right. Oh man, that one's really small. It's all right, dude. I am super pumped. I'll sit here and catch undersized trout all day long, to be honest with you. All right, second trout. This one's way smaller, 10-inch, 11-inch trout. Look at that. Oh man, he's hooked good. Hooked good. Survivable, but hooked good. Man, all right, little fella, get out of here. Get mucho bigger. All right, I'm gonna kind of just stay right here and keep throwing this way. It seems to be, the mouth of this creek seems to be where they're at. Fish. Oh, well, you sure hit like a much bigger fish. Almost pulled the whole rod out of my hand right by the side of the boat. All right. All right. Maybe they'll get bigger. Maybe they will get bigger. Get out of here. All right, so I am calling it a day. The sun has come out briefly here and I'm finally thawing out. I will admit it got a little cool there, but the tide is also maxed out high. I can just tell there's like no water moving at all. The wind's picked up some, not a bunch, but it's gonna be coming out of the east. That's east, and so is the current as the tide backs down. I don't have a long pedal, but I don't want to pedal into the wind and into the current. And there may be some more rain coming. I don't think so. There's some gray clouds over there. But anyhow, when I get back to the ramp, I'll just do a quick walkthrough of my new kayak. Not a full-on detail thing like that. So give me a second here and I'll be at the ramp and quick walkthrough. Anyhow, see the boat ramp. All right, like I said, when I get back to the boat ramp, I would just quickly go over my kayak here. It's a Seastream 120 PDL right there. So obviously it's a 12-foot pedal kayak. Comes with a beaver tail rudder, I guess is what it's called. I'm kind of new to the whole kayak and pedal kayak thing for sure. A lot of storage space in the back. As you can see, I got a cooler, my life jacket. It comes with rod holders on either side. You release to your rudder right there. This seat's super comfortable too, I will say that. I mean, I just pedaled a bunch in it and I feel great. A little rubber legged. I use there's a rod holder here. I think I broke it off loading it, that little piece there. So, but they go up in there. I'm using it to hold my my anchor pin. Here's your rudder guide here. It barely fits under here. And then as I do a review, you can see where I sit in this thing. It hits right against here. So it goes way back here. You get a much better left turn than a right turn, even though the right turn's still pretty good. And I could still go back further or forward if I needed to. But I just kind of feel that's the best spot for me when it comes to pedaling. But your pedal drive here with forward and reverse. I put a couple of these ugly scupper plugs I had from another kayak there. Just I noticed the other day it was pretty breezy where we're at, and there was a little chop coming through and water was coming up through those. But here's more storage here. I guess I got a little spending happy, and I bought this bag here just from the site there too. It was half off and I just said screw it, and I did. It still kept me well under $2,000. So anyhow, that's the kayak. When I get a few more trips in it, I will do a much better review, but this is really just my third trip and it wasn't even that long of a trip. There's definitely things I really like about it and some other things maybe that I don't like about it. So anyhow, that's the end of this little video here for my first real fishing trip in this kayak. I did bend a rod, I did catch a few fish, nothing fantastic, but I got a lot to learn about kayak fishing. So anyhow, as always, thanks for watching.